It's the Big Rich Live on the Mic radio show on YouTube. Tune in every Saturday and Wednesday for hot news and opinions, you dig? Like and subscribe and follow us on Twitter at BR Live on the Mic and on Facebook and Instagram at Big Rich Live on the Mic. Join the conversation and catch that fire.
What's good with you people? Big Rich here, Big Rich Live on the Mic radio show on YouTube. Back again. Trying to stir it up, chop it up real good, and have a productive conversation. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for liking. Thanks for commenting. You know, I like to get that out from the jump. You know, I sure appreciate everything that everybody's doing, and hopefully we having a little fun, touching a few nerves, maybe, but making you think, making you laugh, putting a smile on your face, trying to get you to reminisce and do something bigger than yourself. Actually, that's going to be the topic for Saturday's show, so that's going to be a pretty interesting and real show. So we're looking forward to that. But right now we're going to chop it up on a relationship tip. I just don't know. I've gotten, ever since the relationship show, I've gotten so many questions and tweets and stuff about relationship questions, like I'm this relationship guru or some type of pimp or something like that. And that's far from the truth. But you know, hey, I told you from the get-go, you got a question, bring it to me. You got a problem, lay it out. You know, you got a subject, set it down. And we'll do the best we can to put something together. And if we don't know, we don't know. You guys know me from now. You know, this is the 10th show. You know, we not afraid to be wrong and be corrected. We're not going to put out no purposely mammy-made bull crap, but, you know, we don't know everything. You know, we just do the best we can with the resources we have, and basically we shoot from the heart. So keep them coming. Keep them coming. But before we start, we're going to hear from our sponsors, and we'll be right back on the other end.
From the business specialties, 1PPS operatives have a minimum of 10 years experience in hostile environments worldwide. We can provide intelligent and discreet advice on the ground. The client can choose from a portfolio of operatives tailored to the client's needs and requirements. When the team is chosen and its mission established, it sources all intelligence and risk indicators, thereby providing confidence and peace of mind to the group, deploying into any environment. Close protection risk assessment surveillance, 1PPS. Working closely with our clients facilitates an early identification and implementation of commercial, operational, and technical risks. 1PPS is well versed in this field. Experience has been gained in both governmental and public sector operational environments. History established in 2001, One Personal Protection Services is a Florida licensed firm, owned and operated by Richard Bailey, an Orlando police officer.
We back. You guys really need to check out 1PPS Incorporated. You know, go to their website at www.one-pps.com worldwide, or which we have put out on across our media platforms. They have an app, 1PPS Incorporated app, that's in the Play Store and the Apple Store. You can download it for free, and you could get all the information on their credentials, who's in charge. You can look at their philosophies, and you can book them worldwide. Nothing too small, no venues too big. So if I was you, and if I needed some security, which I always do, so if you need some security or know somebody who needs some security, drop them a line. Go to their website or download their app. Like I said, it's free. Check them out. Let them know Big Rich from the Big Rich Live Show sent you. We appreciate it. So now, next, I gotta beat this in your heads. Have you found those local businesses? The Cash Mob. Remember we spoke about this maybe in the third or fourth show. Is you find a local business to Cash Mob. I don't care if it's a minority business. I don't care if it's not a minority business. If it's a small, up and coming, independently owned business, you need to find it. You need to Cash Mob it. Send them a donation, buy some of their gear, share their website with your friends, with your family, pump them up. That is the true American way. For all of us to help each other out. No, I'm not throwing no shade on these big corporations. I shop at Walmart, I shop at Target, I go to Best Buy. That's cool. But the smaller things that I can have, I Cash Mob as many independently owned businesses as I can, because that's the only way they're going to be able to achieve their goals and expand. I'm also a small business owner. I'm trying to expand and build and get my little piece of the pie every day. It's an everyday struggle to do what you can to secure your footprint, in this world. So find the local businesses, find the independently owned businesses, Cash Mob them, send them your money, send them your support, like and share all you can, anytime you can. They'll appreciate it. They really will. They really will. Now, talking about liking and sharing, like this video. I keep on the video, but you know what I mean. Like this show, share it on your timelines, on your Facebook timelines, on your Twitter timelines. It's a like a massive, almost like like when you do a email blast. It's a blast on Twitter. It's a blast on Facebook. It's a blast on Tumblr. We have sorry about that. Something just came up on the screen. We have massive pushes across all media platforms. I've said it before. We have Twitter, which is capital B, capital R, Live on the Mic. We have Instagram, which is Big Rich Live on the Mic _ between all words. That's on Instagram. We have Facebook, which is just plain Big Rich Live on the Mic. We also have a Tumblr, which is the same thing. It's not Big Rich, it's just Live on the Mic on Tumblr. So like, share, comment, good or bad. Like I said, it don't make us know, never mind, because if we're doing something wrong, check us. If we piss you off, check us, let us know. There's an old saying, I don't know if something is wrong if you don't tell me. So with that in mind, let's get to the subject. Now, I got a bunch of emails and tweets about this last week, and if you remember from last week's show, which was about the media, the mainstream media, and particular, I had to do a toss-up. So we did the mainstream media last show, and today we're going to tackle this relationship question. I felt that the media, the information on the mainstream media, that was very important. So I wanted to do that last show. But this show, we're going to personalize it a little bit, and we're going to tackle this question that, like I said, I've gotten maybe 30 inquiries about this particular question or in that genre. So the basically the question is, can a man and a woman truly be just friends? That's the question. Can a man and a woman truly just be just friends? And I have two words for you. Hell no. Now I know this going to explode. You know, people have their own opinions and issues with what I'm saying, but bear with me and I'll break it down for you. Because I know, including in my own life, I know that people are saying, well, Rich, I'm a female and I have plenty of male friends. Or males say, hey, I'm a male and my best friend is a woman. Well, there's always exceptions to the rules, and I'm going to break it down to you. The reason I say, first of all, hell no, is because we not built to be friends. I mean, again, you know, I don't get all into the religion and biblical and all that type of stuff, but know your history. We were not built, man and woman, we were not built to be friends. We were built to be mates. We were built to go forth and procreate. We were built and made to be families. Okay? But then again, people say, Rich, I hear what you're saying. You know, I read too, but my best friend is a woman. Or again, I'm a female, my best friend is a male. Well, that goes with, there's small niches and caveats to that statement. I'm going to break it down like this. I'm just going to basically say it. Men, the women who you have or you say that are your friends for a couple of reasons, and those reasons only. One, I'm a man and I'm gay, so I'm not attracted to women anyway. Two, I'm not physically or emotionally, like romantically, attracted to this particular female. Or three, I like her, I want to get in them draws, and she done put me in the friend zone. But I stick around just in case she slip up. The dude that she messing with slip up. She want to cry on my shoulder. One thing leads to another. Woo, woo, woo. You know, that type of thing right there. I'm just being straight 100. Those are pretty much the only three reasons a man will be a quote unquote friend to a woman. I'm just being real and raw. That's what it is. And for the women that's sitting over here shaking their, because I know the men shaking their head up and down, laughing or smiling. And the women who don't agree with that, shaking their head and they like, yeah, right. But this is what I'll put to you. If you truly friends with that particular man, ask him. Say, hey, look, let's just say, you know, we wasn't as close as we were now, or, you know, in the beginning, or woo, woo, woo. If we was to be drunk and I was to give you something, would you take it? If y'all cool, he's honest, and he ain't a punk, he gonna tell you, hell yeah. He gonna tell you, because I'm a man. I'm in a serious relationship, and I don't cheat on my lady. But there was women in my life that before I met my woman, you know, and settled down, there's women in my life that are friends, or quote unquote friends, that if they would have gave me some, I'd have took it. Period. And I don't care if we've been quote unquote friends for decades. and nothing ever jumped off. You know, I just got put in the friend zone. Or maybe I'm not sexually or physically attracted to that particular woman. But everything else in the ancillary, in the everything else that we have, you know, I can trust, you know, we can talk and all that type of stuff. All of that stuff makes up the quote unquote friendship. But do not get it twisted. That's coming from me. You follow what I'm saying? And women, like I said, on your end. See, now that's different. You know, we're different creatures. So if the question was, can a woman have a man as just a friend from her perspective, I would say yes. Because women are not built like us. They are not wired like us to you know, to have that animalistic traits that make them want to procreate and dominate another species. You know, men, that is what we built to do. We are the quote unquote kings of the jungle. You know, physically, you know, again, on average, because there's certain women that can kick your behind. Like, I wouldn't even look at Ronda Rousey crazy sideways, even though she got knocked out. But not me. Not me. But if all things equal, we are the stronger, you know, bolder, dominant species or subspecies of the human race, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Of the human species. So, but what we going through, the question to me and the subject that we're talking about now is overall, is can a man and a woman truly be just friends? And I say, hell no. Just look at it. Just look at it. See, now I'm wondering how many women is either texting they male friends now, or I can't wait till I go back to the job, or I see his fool behind. Again, I'm gonna ask him. I'm telling you, if he's true, if he's a true man, he'll tell you, yeah. Now again, all right, if you look like a Booger Bear, I'm sorry. I ain't trying to be insulting, but you know, if you know that you might get the nah, you know, that type of stuff. But if all things equal, and like I said, that man is physically, sexually attracted to you, not saying that's the only reason he want to be or is your quote unquote friend. No, I'm not saying what I'm saying. I'm not trying to say that the person is only, or the man is only your friend because he wants you to slip up so he can get in them draws. No, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, in the back recesses of his mind, you are somebody who he wants to sleep with. And if you slip up and give him some, he gon' take it. Friends or no friends. I don't care if you just started being friends. I don't care if you've been friends since elementary. You know, y'all playing double dutch together, hopscotch together. He still want to get them draws. So no, I do not believe that. You know, I do not believe that it's healthy if a man and a woman is friends, are truly friends, and the man and the woman have their own mates. I just don't think it's healthy. Not saying that anybody is doing something. This is a question I ask, and if you're bold enough, put the answer down below. If you're not, hey, that's fine. You can either email it to me, BigRichLive@gmail.com, or just say it to yourself. How many times have you been in a relationship where rumors started or something was taken out of context involving either the male friend or the female friend that you had at that particular time, and it was based on nothing but lies? Insecurities. Because let me say, everybody has insecurities. Everybody has insecurities. Basically what it is a lot of people, or like I said, some people, It's about 50-50 split, maybe 60-40 to the good. But it's insecurities with everybody. And when you have a situation where you are a male and you are dating a female, but yet and still your man's best friend is a female, and you consider that female not only attractive, but you consider that female as a threat. Why would I consider that female as a threat? That female has known my man for much longer than I have been through things. And in the back of my mind, I don't know if they was intimate or not. Now, they said that they wasn't intimate, but in your mind, it just crosses your mind. People who say, oh, well, I have no insecurities at all. I have no doubt. I didn't never doubt it for a minute that my man and my woman would have cheated on me or this, that, and the third. They lying. They either lying or they have their head so deep in the sand. They are so delusional, start believing their own delusions of grandeur. Everybody has been cheated on. I don't care if you dated in your life. Everybody has been cheated on. Now, does that mean that everybody's mate has gone out and slept with somebody? No, I'm not saying that. I can't say that would be irresponsible. But I do. What I will say on that is there's a lot more than you would actually think that have been cheated on. You follow what I'm saying? I mean, we went over when we talked about relationships and stuff like that, and cheating. It's like a pandemic. It's the art of marriage, or not even the art. I shouldn't have used that word. The sanctity of marriage has been so diluted. It has been taken for granted so much that I wouldn't be surprised if they told me it was up to 90-95%. Over the course of decades and centuries and stuff like that. But I digress. I'm going to get back to what we were saying. Because of that, I just think it's unhealthy for you to make. Let's just say I had a female best friend, and let me tell you something. I have a couple of female best friends that I consider sisters. That's how close we are. But there is still a thin line that I put between them and me, and they put between me and them. Not because anything will jump off, but it's just I have a woman, they have a man, either they married or whatever, and it's just to alleviate the bull crap. You know what I'm saying? It's not even saying that, hey, if we was to be closer and all of that type of stuff, this, that, and the third, that we end up sleeping with each other. It's not necessarily that. It is the illusion. It is the visual look that is not healthy in a particular relationship. So we go back to why I say hell no, and we're going to go back and forth, and I'm gonna go off the rails a little bit, but I'll tie it in. I'll explain why I'm saying this, that, and the third, and feeling this way, and saying that. But you're going to get tried, okay, either by your mate or that particular friend, somewhere down the road. Usually, it's alcohol being involved somehow, okay? But don't get it twisted. Those are the reasons why a man and a woman are quote-unquote friends. Excuse me. So, you say, okay, well, dang, Rich, am I supposed to get rid of my male friends or get rid of my female friends. No, I'm not saying that. But if the relationship, put it like this is what I will say. If you tight with a female, or you're a female, you tight with a male, and now you're in a committed relationship. I'm not talking about just dating, because I mean, you're just dating. Hey, shoot, you know, I'm not getting rid of my female friends, or not getting rid of, but I'm not modifying my relationship with my female friends because I'm dating this chick. Now, when you get into a committed relationship, that's different. So I go back to my statement, what I was saying. If you are in a committed relationship and your relationship has not deviated, changed slightly with that man or that woman that was your friend prior to that, you in trouble. You in trouble. I mean, just think about it. I love going to the movies. I can't go to the movie. I don't like going to the movie by myself. I don't like doing things by myself. I just don't. You know, my best friend, he knows, you know, if somebody invites me somewhere, go to the club or whatever, because I don't really club, but, you know, try to go out and have a little time. I ain't trying to hunt. You know, I ain't looking for no booty. So it's not that type of party, but I always be like, hey man, you want to ride? You know, or, you know, I find out something is going on, or I get invited to a lecture or something like that. You know, I ask somebody to go with me. I don't like doing things by myself. You know, I don't know where that comes from. Maybe because, you know, my brother and my sister, you know, we were all that close. You know, so that's basically what it is. As far back as I can remember, I always had a best friend and we did things together. So anyway, let's just say I now go to the movies with my female best friend, you know, and it doesn't fit in those three criteria, or not even the three criteria, but let's say the first criteria, to where, you know, I'm gay or they gay, or the second criteria, I'm not physically or sexually stimulated, they not physically sexually stimulated towards me. Okay, those two. We're not going to get to the you got in the friend zone, because if you got put in the friend zone, that don't mean that you still don't want to sleep with her or sleep with him. You just in the friend zone. Okay, so you go to the movies, right? And you're used to going to the best. You used to going to the movies with your best friend, who just happens to be, if you're a male, a female. If you're a female, a male. Now you in a committed relationship. How does that look? You still going to the movies with old girl, but your woman at the house. Does it happen? Yes. Are you opening yourself up for a possible bullcrap defense? Yes. Because even if nothing happens, something is going to get back to your particular mate that looked funky, that was 100% healthy or 100% legitimate, innocent. Okay? Like, case in point, you go to a club, right? Now, my best friend is a female. Okay, this is not me, I'm just using me as an example. My best friend is a female. We go to this club every Friday night or every other Friday night, whatever. Like, you know, we chop it up, we kick it. You know, it's not only me and her, it's me, her, and her sister, or me and my boy and her and a bunch of her girls. We don't go together, we don't leave together. We just meet up. Okay? So let's just say now you're in a committed relationship. You tell your woman, hey, I'm going over, aka let's just say Mangoes, I'm going to Mango, my boys and stuff, I holler. Okay, that's pretty much it. Boom, you actually get in with your boys. Y'all haul behind over to the club. Now, you see your quote unquote female friend and her sister and a bunch of her girls. They're over in the corner. So they wave to you, whatever. They had little drinks. Y'all embrace. Typically innocent embrace. You know, certain people that have friends embrace and kiss like a peck on the lips, maybe a peck close to the lips or whatever. Now, let's just say at that particular time, your girl's girlfriend, co-worker, family member, or some dude that want to get in your girl's panties, who's a co-worker or a friend, a quote-unquote friend, just happen to walk in as the embrace is happening and the kiss, bam. Now, most people would sit around and sort of look, see what's going on, whatever. But the people who have ulterior motives, they got enough. So now they go tell your girl, when they say, hey, I saw your man whoopie woo and he was hugged up with some chick. See, notice, hugged up. Not he gave her a hug, a quick kiss, and kept it moving. He gonna say, or she gonna say, they were hugged up. You see how things start? So now you got to deal with the ramifications or the fallout of something that was totally innocent. So when you have a situation like that, you have to modify your relationship for the sake of the whole. It doesn't mean that y'all can't hug, embrace. It's not that. But what you do is you let your woman or your man know, hey, when we go to Mango's, I meet so-and-so and her girlfriends be there, and this, that, and the third. Or, dude be here. Now what you do is you put your particular mate on, not alert, but on notice. Say, hey, look, I come this, that, I can come in contact with this, that, and third. We embrace, or even have that conversation. But that's for another subject when we talk about having conversations and getting things out in the open. And make sure that there are no secrets involved. Because see, what I do right now, and this is little spoiler alert, I'm going off on a little tangent just for a quick second. But what I do is I make sure that minds know, hey, this is what the deal is. And I don't put myself in a position to have to answer questions. Your particular mate should be able to, yeah, I know. They've been friends for a long time. But again, is that a question that you need your particular mate to have to answer? So again, I'm not saying y'all can't embrace, but it might not be an embrace and a kiss. Or it might be one of them quick embraces and you keep it moving. I mean, the female friends that I have that I told you like sisters, we don't kiss, but we hug real quick, kiss on the cheek, keep it moving. Take 2 steps back, keep it moving. And it's like an unwritten thing. You just know that you don't need to be hugged up, or close, standing close, or anything could be misconstrued when you have a man and a woman being quote unquote friends. And then when you throw in the fact that that man or that woman have their own man or woman that they're in a committed relationship for, that really messes it up even more. That really puts the odds of the fecal matter hitting the oscillator on my layman people when the shit hit the fan. That put that meter, that possibility high. So I just feel that you have to be cognizant. You have to be in a position to understand this. Be grown, be adult. And let me tell you something. The man friend or the female friend should understand. They should understand. Hey, look, this for, I'll put it like this. I have a female friend that, we were cool, just cool, real cool, nothing out of the ordinary, just, hey, what up, we was standing around, chop it up, this, that, and the third. Well, she got married, and now it's a high and by. It is, you you still chop it up from a distance. You still, embrace, and then 2 steps back. It is just the visual, that can be misconstrued by different people. I think about that myself. It's a trigger where if your woman says certain things, you might, well, who that? Who that? I don't need you. You don't want to be in a situation where you got to keep explaining yourself. So I say that there should be modifications to a relationship, a quote unquote friend relationship with the opposite sex, if you are in a committed relationship. And if you don't think that way, there's something wrong with you. If you think that you can do the same things, if you're a woman, you can do the same thing with a man that is a friend. Again, he's not gay, and he's sexually attracted to you. So I guess you got to find out. But let me tell you something. Women know. Women know if a man is sexually attracted to them or physically attracted to them. Come on now, I was brought up around 4 aunts, 1 cousin is a female, and my sister. I remember I told you before, it wasn't until I was like 12, 13 to when I started having my older uncles and stuff like that, who basically got me out of that coddle system and taught me how to be a man. You follow what I'm saying? So I've been in rooms and listened to women, well-versed, fine women, because my aunts are all beautiful. They all in shape, all either tall, short, dark, light skinned. They ain't got no problems finding no man, okay? So it wasn't like they was, look like no milk duds, or they was, some booger bears. That wasn't the case. But they used to talk about that all the time. A man said, we stupid. And I can say that because I'm a man. We stupid. We can't hold water. Eventually, there's going to be something that jump off. Something that is said, something that is done that will let you know, hey, that wasn't necessarily a friendship move or saying. Shoot, some guys is bold. See, I've never been that type of bold person until I know that a woman is interested in me. If a woman is interested in me, I'm bold. I said, look, this is what I'm looking for. Woo, woo, woo. If you don't want to give it to me, if you don't feel that way, that's cool. But understand that this woo, 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 this is what I want. This is what I'm looking for. This is what I would like to happen. But there's men that tell you straight off rip, hey, if you and old boy don't make it out, or you just need a little loving, holla at me. You ain't got to go to the club and find no random dude, no dusty clown. Give me a call. And if you think about it, if you really take a step back, ladies, if you take a step back and really think about it and analyze your entire relationship, something in there told you or gave you pause that your quote-unquote friend might have wanted to get in the panties. So that's what I want. That's what I would love for you to do. I would love for you, guys and gals, to just think about it. Just sit back while you listen to the sound of my voice and think about it. You know what? Rich might be right. I guarantee you'll say that. Again, barring the other two. Like, my third aunt. When I was growing up, her best friend was a man. But he was gay. Very gay. Not an in-closet gay. He was very gay. So you sort of understood I don't see him as a threat. He's gay. You know what I'm saying? It's just totally different. But you have other situations where, again, we're in the friend zone, just waiting, like a thief in the night, just waiting, just to see. I don't know how many relationships, I mean, I can't count how many relationships that I've had over the last 30 years that have started out as quote unquote friends and have evolved to either a sleep session, just a sleep session, a midnight rendezvous, or an all-out relationship. My last relationship prior to this one was just that. We were friends for 5 years, straight friends. I was in the cut though, I'm in the weeds. But then again, the difference between that and the majority, she knew. I mean, I'd spit at her every now and again. Hey, she just wasn't into me like that. She just didn't really see me that way. Plus, I was a dog ass dude. She wasn't trying to mess with me. She wasn't trying to be messed up with me like that. Or at least that's what she said. But then catch you the moments, moment of weakness, do what I'm supposed to do as a man. Next thing I know, boom, we did. Now, obviously, it didn't work out because I'm not with that particular person. I'm with my lady now, and I'm very happy. But that's just an example of what I'm saying. I want to know how many of you right now, listen to my voice, have had that same thing. Have had that same thing where y'all started out as friends. Now I know women will be like, well, I always want, my man to be my best friend. Yeah, but it's totally different. Usually with a woman, and remember, there's always acceptance of the rule. Usually when a woman have put you in a friend zone, that's where you stay. And then she modifies her friendship where she might love you, but she don't love you that way. Remember when I said before, there's a difference between loving somebody and being in love with them. Totally different. Totally different. So a woman, in her mind, she shuts down that romantic portion, if she ever had it for you. Because shoot, a lot of women who have male friends have never looked at that particular male in a sexual way. And even if they did, either it was a yay or nay, circumstances just didn't arise for them to pursue that particular train of thought, if you will, that particular move, for them to consummate the particular relationship and basically give you something, lay down with you. You know what I'm saying? But men are totally different. We're totally different. We're like lions, tigers, cheetahs, where we just lay up in the cut, wait for you to lean over to that brook and drink some of that clean water while you thinking about this, that, and the third, then we pounce. And before you know it, you inside our mouths. We taking you home for dinner. I mean, again, like I said, this is just being real. It's just being real. Whether you believe it or not, or agree with it or not, think about it. That's one thing I love, chopping it up back and forth with my people on Twitter, doing this show, the emails, we go back and forth, because I know for a fact that it happened to more people than they are willing to admit. Why? Because they telling me back and forth. Yeah, Rich, this is what happened. Or, we had what would you call it? We had a survey on Twitter last week, right after Saturday show. We had a 2-day thing, and the question was, is there somebody who is your friend that you would sleep with if they would allow you to? Yes or no? It was overwhelmingly yes. I think it was like, for every one no, it was like 15 15 to 30 yeses. It was just mind-numbing. It was mind-numbing. Now, if you break it down, there were more female no's than male no's, obviously, because we just do it that way. We sit it that way. You know, it's all about the conquest for us. So when you in that type of situation, you got to realize, you know, again, like I said, I'm not telling you to cut off your male friends, women. I'm not telling you to cut off your female friends, men. But what I'm saying is, true friends between a man and a woman, barring the first two of the three options, is not realistic. It's really not. You know, I mean, just to be perfectly honest, it's really not. It's not healthy to another budding relationship. It's just not healthy. You just open yourself up for ridicule. You just open yourself up for the haters that will come. Because see, that's the thing, is there's so many miserable people in this world that they just want you to be just as miserable as them. You know, you might be a female and you got a man who's doing everything that he needs to be, you want for nothing, you know, this, that, and the third, but your girlfriend can't keep a man. So even though she rah, she's your biggest cheerleader, and she telling you, hey man, you got a good man, this, that, and the third, in her mind, there's some shade, there's some jealousy. You know, she'll throw some shade on your game if she has the opportunity, and it's not even purpose. It's not even purposely. It's just a reaction. Oh, well, you know, I'm going to tell woo-woo because I'm trying to protect her. Yeah, you might be trying to protect her. But in that percentage, there's a fairly large percentage that you don't want her to be happy no way. You want her to be miserable like your funky ass. And the same thing with men. But see, it's more sinister with men. It is. It's more sinister with men. You got these dusty ass dudes that will break bread with you, chop it up with you, laugh and skin and grin with you, and be sleeping with your woman or be wanting to sleep with your wife behind your back. And we'll get into that, you know, weeks down the road. For all of you that have sent those emails, those questions across Twitter and stuff like that, I haven't forgot you. I just need to really get ready for that particular conversation. You know, because I'm coming from a position that I cheated most of my existence. You know, it's just now, like in the beginning of my marriage, I was very, very, very faithful. And it's just like now, within, let's say, the last 2 years, that I've been in a position where I understand that cheating is no way, shape, fashion good. None. It's just not. I'm sorry. So we'll get into that. You know, we'll get into that, and we'll get into some of my little gory details. You know, I don't ever and never will use names, but we'll get into that. So again, ding, 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 spoiler alert. I done jumped off the rail a little bit, went on a little tangent, but we'll talk about that. And I just wanted to let you know that I got your messages, you know, about 100 of them, if you will, and we'll chop that up and tackle that on another show. But getting back to the man and woman thing, being truly friends, I just don't think it's possible. I really don't. Barring, like I said, the first two options. If you have the first two options, then I think it is doable. The first option I know is doable because there's no threat. Especially if the person is truly gay. You know, if it's, well, he said he gay, I ain't never seen him with a woman, he's like a closet gay, or she's a closet gay person, then simple-minded people will still have some type of reservations, you know. But as long as you're not a threat, as long as your mate don't consider that person a threat, i.e. the person is openly gay, i.e. the person is not attractive, to your particular mate, then, but then again, man, we stupid. We get that alcohol, I think courage in, and we done laid down some booger bags. I mean, this is just be honest. So I don't put too much past our dusty behinds. You know what I'm saying? Because we just ain't shit sometimes. I mean, no parts of the world. I mean, somebody told me, and this was a woman, she was like, she opened up her dictionary. She was having a dream. She opened up her dictionary and looked at ain't shit, and there was nothing but men's faces up there. So that's cold. So yeah, we ain't shit sometimes. But we're gonna sort of wrap this up here in a little bit. But I hope that I answered your questions about that. And I just be cognizant. I feel that, can you be acquaintances, friends? Yeah. Can you be true friends in every sense of the word? Like we on the phone, all the time. I mean, again, going back to my last relationship, when we were friends, we used to talk to each other every day, all day. She worked from home. I was in a patrol call all day. So if I wasn't on a call, if I wasn't helping out a citizen, I'm just driving around, checking my hot spots, having presence, So I had plenty of ample time, free time, And she used to call me 5, 6, 7, sometimes 8 times every day, all day. Just talking, just chopping it up, talking. And I remember we used to say before we hooked up as a couple, we used to say, Dad, you know what? It's gonna be cold when and if either one of us meet another man or woman. And she used to be like, yeah. She was like, yeah, it's gonna be hard because we can't do this. We will no longer be able to do this. Not at that time. Not because at that time we weren't sleep with each other. We weren't even trying to sleep with each other, at least. She wasn't. I was. I've already admitted that. I was trying to get in her panties from the first day I met her. Little short, cute thing. So in her mind, I was just that dude. You know what I'm saying? I was just that dude. And then it evolved into a particular relationship, where you took that next step, to become intimate and try to become a committed couple, But let's just say that it never went that far. We would have had to modify our relationship if I met another woman, if she met another man, because you couldn't do that. You couldn't be on the phone with your male friend. If you're a female, you got a man at home. You know what I'm saying? I mean, could you imagine that? Your man call you, and I mean, a lot of phones, I don't know if it's all phones, but a lot of phones, if somebody's on the phone, especially like when I was with T-Mobile and I had my Samsung phones, when I would call, it would ring, but I would know if the other person was on the line that I was calling. Now, I don't know if AT&T and iPhone does it. I can't remember. Maybe every time I've called somebody, I don't know. I can't remember. Y'all let me know. Put it down in the comments below. But you should know. So imagine now your man or woman is calling you, and every time they call you, it's boop boop, boop boop, that type. Or y'all on the phone, and it's just, you just can't do that. You looking to deal with some bull crap. I'm telling you, you looking to deal with some bull crap. And then look what happened. Now, again, some people will say, well, maybe that was an exception to the rule. But look what happened. Me and old girl wind up dating. let's just say we were still friends. We didn't modify our relationship. I started dating somebody, or she started dating somebody, and then look what happened. Now, a lot of people, especially women, feel like, well, dang, I know in my mind I'm with this man. He has to respect that. That very well might be true. But you can say what you want to say. But see, men, we look for clues. Yeah, I hear you, mom. How many men? This is for my fellas now. How many fellas have asked a woman for something, and it's no. Okay, you see what I'm saying? How many times you got the no, but you knew the no was yes? And no, I'm not talking about date rape and all that type of stuff. No, I'm not talking about that. We know the difference between no, I don't really feel like, I got a headache too. We know the difference between that and for you better get the hell away from me. No. You know the difference between that. So that's not what I'm talking about. So please don't get it twisted. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, when you get the no, which really means yes. That's what men is. We're going to try. Now, you might have to say, we might get the clues messed up a little bit. And we might think that you meant yes when you said no, and then you usually got to give us that look to check us. Hey, mother, I can't even say it. I'm not gonna say it, but hey, dude, I said no. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, how many times that happened, and then 5 minutes later you getting something, or what she said no for, she wound up doing it. She just mad at you, or she want to play hard to get, or keep you on your toes, that type of stuff. So again, I'm just coming by personal experience. I understand, in my mind, I've been in situations where I've had female friends and I'm dating somebody, but I'm still sleeping with them. Or not even still sleeping with them, but still would want to. I can say, hey, you mess around a trip, come up slipping. You know what I'm saying? So this is just me being real and 100. Like I said, there's always exceptions to the rules. But I would say that the exceptions to the rule in this aspect is a total change or modification of that relationship. Now, are there relationships out there that you just have 3 people or 4 people who are just that confident in their own gangster that doesn't matter? Yeah, I mean, there's like 8-9 billion people on this earth. You have swingers, you have wife swapping, you have all this type of things. Threesomes, foursomes. You have bigamy, polygamy. You got all of this type of stuff, and they go down. So I would be doing a disservice if I sat around and gave a 100% yes or no answer. As far as, are there any exceptions to that rule other than the 3 that I gave? But if we're talking about generalized questions, the answer is still hell no. And if you align yourself with me, then you understand, because either you've been there, or you've seen things, or was told things, or read up on things and stuff like that. If you are on the other side, then I think you might be a little bit delusional. I'm not gonna say ignorant, because ignorance is when you don't know any better. Well, I'm letting you know, so there's no way you can say that you don't know. I just think you're delusional if you think that I could have, like, a man and a woman can be true friends while the other man and a woman have somebody on the outside of that particular dynamic, and there was no modification and everything is hunky-dory. You might need to check your relationship, or maybe you might need to check your temperature. Maybe you walking around with a virus and you just don't even know it. A virus of the mind. Maybe that little eye You know, because we all born with a third eye. It's in the brain. And what's that third eye is your senses. So what I say is be grown, be adult about a situation, have a talk, ask. I really do. I really want the women to show up and ask that particular man that you've been friends with for so long. I really do. I really do, because I want to see how many men will actually tell the truth. Because before I end, you know, I'll tell this little story about my last relationship when we had this discussion, and she was adamant. Oh no, you know, my best friends, you know, I grew up around dudes, and let me tell you something. My ex-girlfriend was really nice, you know, nice body, pretty face, really nice, short, you know, golden brown skin, really nice. So she used to hang out with men. You know, those were her dogs, her quote unquote big brothers, this, that, and the third. And I was like, look, let me tell you something. I was like, okay, Woo Woo is your friend that you grew up with. I want you to call Woo Woo, okay? And I want you to just basically ask him, because if y'all as tight as what you say, if you ask him, he gonna tell you the truth. She called me 2 days later when she finally got a hold of him. Was like, yeah, you're right. Then she started thinking about all the other men that have been in her life that were quote unquote friends. And she was like, now that I think about it, yeah, there was a situation here, or a situation there, or this, that, and the third. Wow, I had no idea. Most women don't. Because you just don't think about it. You know, it's just not something that you really think about. You know, so what I say is I'm answering the question. Good, bad, and different, you know. Agree with it or not, we all got an opinion, you know. But I truly think that there's just no way. It's just no way. I said it before, hell no. I can't wait to get the comments and the tweets and stuff like that, and the emails. But anyway, that's my time. See you on Saturday's show. Saturday's show is going to be about life. It's going to be about life and what we need to do to better our lives and what we have taken for granted in life and opportunities that we have either not known, disregarded, or just plain didn't give a damn. So we're going to talk about that on Saturday's show. Let me give you my information again. You can email us at bigrichliveonthemic@gmail.com. You can also hit us up on Twitter at B R Live on the Mic. Instagram is Big Rich Live on the Mic _ between each word, and our Facebook page, which is just Big Rich Live on the Mic. Last but not least, we just got word yesterday that we are now expanding. The Big Rich Live radio show is now expanding, and we will fall under the newly formed Dark Shadow Media Group. It's a big thing. This will give us a bigger platform. We'll start doing live shows on Facebook, here on YouTube, and on Ustream, starting in I want to say August. If not August, it'll be September, and we will be chopping it up across YouTube with other hosts and other shows. I'm gonna talk my daughter into bringing her show, Rihanna Nikise, bringing her channel up under the umbrella. Our sponsors, 1PPS, they have a channel on YouTube. They'll be under the umbrella, and that's one capital O, capital N, capital E, Personal Protective Services. You can check their channel out. That'll be under the umbrella. So we actually doing some good things here. We are here to serve. We're here to make you think. We're here to make you laugh. Hopefully we won't make you cry or make you throw something at the screen. smash up your smartphone because we done got on your nerves that damn much. But until Saturday, stay blessed, stay safe, but most importantly, stay informed. Big Rich Live on the mic radio show. Big Rich here. Have a good one. Peace.
It's the Big Rich Live on the Mic radio show on YouTube. Tune in every Saturday and Wednesday for hot news and opinions, you dig? Like and subscribe and follow us on Twitter at BR Live on the Mic and on Facebook and Instagram at Big Rich Live on the Mic. Join the conversation and catch that fire.